All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. 43. We want this. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Deep river.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check 4. You draw corporate.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
Check out. Chopper.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play, and 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 50.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Hey, check. Mike 50. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Mike's 50.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3-and-out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3-and-out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3-and-out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3-and-out. I went 3-and-out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Slam, slam, slam.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 70 ending. Oh, here we go. Oh. 66. Move it. Now. Sponge. 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 No, no, no. Check 9. Check 9.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check 3. Check 3. Go. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Hey, turn up.
Now a handoff looking right. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
50. Like 50. Come on, come on. Go get it.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard, Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the 2nd round there defensively.
It's now 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's going to be a long day.
1st down, Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 2nd and 9. Murray. Open man is Kirk. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, come on. Eat. Woo-hoo.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Going for it all. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Here's Murray. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Set.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Letting one fly deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Murray now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle made by Eric Murray. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready. Touch the outlaw. All right, T. All right, T. Check, check. Lucky. Let it roll. West.
On first and 10, here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Army. Go. Mike's 50.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety.
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And the grab by Croft.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when a screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 4. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Flush to his right. Now he lets it go deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. It's our time. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Shut up.
Murray now on first down. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Go! 57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, I'm coming. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Crunch time, defense. 57.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Murray's pass intended for Christian Kirk. Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he connects with Ertz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Open man completes it to Butler. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Murray. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Ready? Check right. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Watch the screen.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Murray now toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Murray now, 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here we go.
First
Here we go.
and 10.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 5. That one complete to Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Here I come. 6 guys. Chase, Sam off.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. The 20. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
And the Cowboys first down.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Check, 43.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Oh, some strong running. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They'll try again with Elliott, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Throwing on second down. Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, not that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Throwing now is Murray. That's complete to Butler. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. On second down, here's Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now they try the right side here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Eckler. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
A quick throw going to be caught by Hamilton. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
All day, dog.
You got 4. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm going to come back to you.
On 3rd down, Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
It's my boy.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 25
On the double. Mike Fopo. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Topper, topper. They go.
On play action, they'll throw. And the grab by Croft. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
18 Gators. Hey, Orban. Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cooper was the target there. That'll bring up second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. Now back to throw.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 21, it's second and 10. Throwing again. Barrett. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Ashawn Robinson. Too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. Throwing on third and long. Barrett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
43, Mike 43. Quit talking about it and bring it.
5.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
I got him.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Cardinals, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys,